Dan Overlots here with Alaska Alpine Adventures, and today we're going to talk gear and the stuff that you are going to bring on your Alaska Alpine Adventures trip. Any of our trips, right? This is clothing and equipment that really transcends all of our trip types, okay? First, we're going to start with what you're wearing on your person. Some synthetic hiking pants. These actually convert into shorts as well, and those are perfectly fine and work really well. A lightweight synthetic t-shirt, it's nice to have, okay? You'll also need to bring a mid-weight pair of synthetic bottoms and a synthetic top, okay? Mid-weight, right? And these are pretty light, but work well as a layering system. A lightweight wind shirt, okay? This is the OR Ferrasi is the model. And this is a really, really great piece. It is windproof and stretchy. Patagonia also makes a similar version of a jacket like this. Again, really lightweight and windproof. That is called the Patagonia Houdini. Really fantastic piece. Really critical, okay? This is your rain gear. Waterproof, breathable, top and bottom, hard shell. This is where you want to make your investment, okay? People often ask me, do I need to bring rain pants? Yeah, you need to bring rain pants. You're coming to Alaska, okay? Socks. You're gonna have a couple pairs of socks, 3-4 socks, depending on your, depending on the duration of your trip, okay? Underwear. You know, some people can get away with 1 pair of underwear, some people can get away with 5 pairs of underwear. I think we recommend bringing 3 pair of underwear, but really that's up to you. They're pretty light, but like we say around here, ounces make pounds. We're gonna move into our camp wear now, okay? These items here from your rain layers forward, you know, these are gonna be either on your person or accessible, either in your day pack or in your backpack. These items are going to be kind of buried inside your backpack because you're not really necessarily going to be using them. Yeah, of course you're going to have a pair of socks on, but the rest of this stuff is can be buried down the bottom of your pack or your dry bag, okay? And these items are expedition weight. And what I mean by expedition weight, when we mention this on our gear list, this is a really kind of a heavy-duty fleece layer, okay? And both top and bottom, okay? And these really are warm camp layers that you come into camp every night and you get out of your stuff that you wore during the day and you put on your warm camp layers each and every night. Pair of sacred socks. We call these sacred socks because these never go into your boots, right? These live in a bag in your waterproof compression stuff sack, and these only go on at night when you're hanging around camp, okay? And then of course you've got your camp shoes. I prefer Crocs. I think they're the greatest and they're quite fashionable. And inside my Crocs and on top of my sacred socks, I like these waterproof breathable socks as well, right? They protect your feet from marauding insects because, you know, these Crocs have little holes in them, and mosquitoes do have long proboscises, I think is the proper term. So anyway, these really do double duty in terms of keeping your feet warm and dry in camp. Now these layers, right, including these waterproof breathable socks, will go in a waterproof compression stuff sack, right? Large enough to fit all of this stuff, and then that goes inside your backpack or inside of your dry bag if you're on one of our water trips. And that provides double duty. Worst case scenario, everything gets wet, including you. You know for certain that you have an entirely intact set of dry stuff to put on. Okay? And that's why we recommend a waterproof compression stuff sack, not only for our camp layers and our additional clothes, but also for our sleeping bag, which we'll talk about here in a bit. Down puffy jacket. This is a Mountain Hardwear. Patagonia makes them. Mountain Hardwear, of course, makes them. Outdoor Research. Any number of companies have a lightweight puffy jacket. I really like down. I think it's super compressible. It's really warm. I make absolutely certain that I also put this in a waterproof stuff sack, and it should, and it would, fit into a nice little tidy package like this. Okay, this is also a Sea to Summit dry sack. It's really small, it's very lightweight, and this protects my down puffy jacket, okay? And then your hiking boots. This is a pair of Solomon's. This is the one we recommend on our gear list, Guide's Choice. A really, really great, comfortable boot right out of the box. You don't even need to break these things in. They're really comfortable. You will know. We certainly encourage you to try on your boots before you come to Alaska and wear them on a couple of hikes to make certain you don't get blisters. But again, this is a really, really time-tested pair of boots that we've been using for years around here. Moving on to some of the other items, accessory items. Of course, you're going to need a build cap. The Alaska Alpine Adventures trucker hat is a nice addition to your kit. A beanie. This is a synthetic beanie. You can wear a knit wool beanie, perhaps something that your grandmother knit you. That's fine. Head net. Head net is critical and can be really critical. It just depends on the time of year you're in Alaska, the specific location you're located, what the wind is doing, what the temperatures are doing, and whether or not you're kind of in the season of mosquitoes. Everybody has varying levels of tolerance when it comes to bugs, and so some people totally freak out when there are 2 mosquitoes flying around their ears, and other people can zen that out and handle a lot more. But that's why we recommend everyone bring a head net. It's super light and inexpensive. Gloves, a couple pair of gloves, a pair of liner gloves and a pair of heavier duty work gloves work great. A headlamp. If you're traveling after August 1st, we recommend bringing a headlamp because that's when it starts getting dark, later at night. So it's nice to have a headlamp for getting up. If you got to get out up in the middle of the night, take a leak or whatnot. Nice to have a headlamp, or for reading if you're staying up late. An insulated mug. We certainly recommend bringing an insulated mug. They're nice to have. Really lightweight, plastic, inexpensive insulated mug. You don't need to bring a really nice one because it's kind of going to get beat up and they can get heavy. This is a really lightweight mug. If you want to kind of go guide style, a little pro tip here. I drink all of my fluids, whether it's my cold water during the day or my hot drink in the morning or evening. I drink it all out of my Nalgene water bottle, right? I just rinse it out and it works great. So I bring one vessel. A lot of folks will travel with hydration bladders. We don't have that necessarily on the gear list. We're not going to prohibit you bringing a hydration bladder. You're more than welcome to. Everybody sort of hydrates differently. But the one vessel system is time tested. Again, we've been doing this a really long time. All of this stuff is really we've run each of these pieces of gear through their paces, and so we certainly you can take our recommendations and take those recommendations to the bank for sure. Your toiletries kit and your medications. Everybody has. We're not going to limit your size of your toiletries or your meds, right? Mine's a little larger. I've got saline solution because I wear contact lenses, and medications and whatnot. Toothpaste. Try to limit the size, right? Don't bring the big tube of toothpaste. Bring a small tube of toothpaste. Inside this Ziploc bag, I carry things like sunscreen and a lighter and some insect repellent, right? Nice to have in a Ziploc. And a pack towel. I don't bring a giant pack towel, it's unnecessary. I like to bathe at night in creeks, and a small pack towel like this works just fine. And you can dry it out at night, hang it over your tent if the weather's dry, and it'll be dry in the morning. Or you can bring it inside your tent with you. Binoculars are really nice to have. A camera, of course, or your phone. Sunglasses, both prescription glasses and sunglasses can go. This is a nice hard case. It's nice to have a hard case. And I use both I use one case for both sunglasses and my prescription lenses. Write in the Rain journal. Bandana is really nice to have. For many reasons. Your guides will go over some tips of how to use a bandana and why. A couple accessory carabiners. These are really nice to have to clip off to your backpack, strap things like your Crocs or maybe your water bottle. A couple pairs of accessory carabiners are nice. Maybe some liner socks if you're subject to getting blisters. And then gaiters. Gaiters are also really nice to have. Keep debris and whatnot out of your boots, and also keep your feet help to keep your feet dry. And then finally, we've got our camp kit. We've got a sleeping pad, a sleeping bag. Again, I'll mention it, in a waterproof compression stuff sack. As far as size goes, we'll do another video about that that you can check out on our YouTube channel. Discusses sizing of your waterproof compression stuff sack. And finally, a Crazy Creek chair. Each of these items is available to rent independently or as a kit. So you can rent all three, depending on the duration of your trip will dictate the cost. So that's it in terms of gear and layers. Of course, refer to our YouTube channel for other videos on how to pack and how to organize your kit and how to travel light and effectively to Alaska. Thank you.